Hey everyone, I'm Cheery Curfew. Today I'm stepping into this room wearing my favorite yellow t shirt and green hat, ready for a real conversation about our struggles and hopes. I know we're all searching for answers like, am I a failure? Or, is it too late for me? I'm eager to share and listen. How are you all feeling about us getting started? Hi, I'm Liam. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed by the weight of my ideas. I'm a gifted artist with dreams as big as the sky, yet I often leave projects unfinished. I'm here because I want to understand how to bridge the gap between inspiration and discipline. My thoughts are racing, and I need a push to truly commit. Hello, I'm Maya. I spent years studying psychology and healing to help others, but when it comes to my own healing, I stumble. Every morning, I wake with a chorus of doubts echoing in my head. I'm here today, hoping that by speaking openly, I can finally listen to that inner voice with kindness instead of judgment. Hey, I'm Daniel. I was once an athlete who lost his way to addiction, and that knocked me down hard. Family, career, you name it. Yet, even in the depths of that struggle, a sliver of hope remained. I'm here to rebuild that hope and to show that even the darkest past can be transformed into a future worth fighting for. That's powerful. I believe that by sharing our thoughts, our fears, and our dreams, we can forge something real together. Let's consider our questions not as burdens, but as invitations to change. After all, isn't life a series of moments where we choose to step forward even when it's scary? Absolutely. I've always wondered if finishing one project, even if imperfect, might simply be a step toward a more whole version of myself. I agree. There's beauty in the struggle, in turning our vulnerabilities into strengths. And when we share, we lighten our load. I'm ready to learn from each of you as much as I want to share. Great. Let's keep this dialogue honest and friendly and see where our conversation takes us. I think it's time for our honesty exercise. Let's each write a letter to ourselves. No filters, no holding back. I already have my letter here, and it starts with admitting that beneath this quirky exterior, I sometimes hide my true feelings behind humor and spontaneity. What do you say? I'll go first. In my letter, I wrote, I'm filled with ideas that spark like wildfire, yet I'm terrified of finishing any piece because I fear perfection. Instead of embracing closure, I let them fade away, leaving behind a trail of unfinished dreams. Speaking openly like this is revealing more than painting on a canvas. It's exposing a piece of my soul. My letter feels like a confession. I understand the science of healing, but when it comes to myself, all I see is vulnerability and imperfection. I often criticize my own reflections, forgetting that self-love begins with acceptance. It's a painful truth to face, but I know it's the first step to kindness for myself. My letter was raw and honest. I have a history filled with mistakes and regrets. Addiction took away so much, but it never completely stole my hope. I'm tired of being defined by my failures and ready to find strength in my scars. Admitting that I'm not just a victim, but someone capable of change is both frightening and liberating. Listening to all of this, I realize that our vulnerabilities are exactly what bind us together. I said in my letter, I choose today to embrace each emotion fully, to see the beauty in my imperfection. Your words really hit home, Cheery. It's as if every confession we share adds a little fuel to the quiet revolution happening within us, stirring creativity out of fear. Yes, and by speaking our truths, we confront the critic inside us. I'm beginning to understand that my journey toward healing starts with accepting my own flaws. I agree completely. Today, by acknowledging our inner battles, we are uniting our voices, a chorus of honesty that can transform pain into progress. Our letters aren't just words on paper. They're the first steps in a journey towards the better versions of ourselves. Let's hold on to these truths and carry them forward as we challenge ourselves to change just one habit this week. Let's now set one simple goal, a habit to change this week. I'm going to start by taking a few quiet moments each morning to reflect before chaos takes over. What about you all? I've been thinking a lot, and my habit will be to finish at least one artwork every day. I know it might not be perfect, but it's better to complete something than to have another abandoned idea clutter my mind. I'm committing to writing a daily gratitude letter to myself. Every evening, regardless of how rough the day was, I'll take a little time to write down something kind about myself, something to remind me that I'm worth the effort. For me, It's simpler, yet more personal. I'm taking up jogging again, just for 5 minutes a day. It might sound small, but every step is a promise to myself that I can reclaim my strength one stride at a time. That's exactly what we need, a tangible, manageable goal that invites change without overwhelming us. I believe that these little commitments add up. Imagine if we all kept these habits. It could spark a revolution in our personal lives. I have to admit, I'm nervous about the discipline this requires, but I'm also excited. For the first time, I see that finishing a piece isn't just about creating art, it's about overcoming the fear of imperfection. And every small note of gratitude could remind me that loving myself is a journey, not a destination. It's comforting to know that even incremental change can lead to significant growth. I'm humbled by how simple actions can make a difference. By starting small, I'm fighting against the defeat I once felt. Every jog, even if brief, is a step away from my past and a step toward rebuilding who I truly am. I'm really inspired by all of you. Let's remind ourselves over the next week that these small habits are our stepping stones. We're not looking for perfection. We're embracing progress in all its raw, beautiful forms. With this commitment, I feel like every brushstroke, however messy, is becoming more valuable, and every written word is creating a foundation of self-compassion and growth. Today, as I lace up my sneakers for that short jog, I'm not just chasing fitness, I'm chasing the promise of a better tomorrow. All right, now that we've invested our hearts into new habits, let's gather again in a couple of weeks and share how these changes have unfolded. I'm excited to hear about your progress. I'm curious already. Each finished artwork feels like I'm finally speaking the truth about my journey, even if it's messy and unfinished in the traditional sense. I've started to feel a shift in my inner dialogue, like each gratitude note is softening the harsh edges of my self-criticism. It's like learning to sing a lullaby to my own soul. Every day when I jog, even for 5 minutes, I'm reminded that I'm more than my past mistakes. It's a rhythm, a beat that tells me I'm moving, growing, and healing every day. I must say, seeing all of you come together to share these honest updates is one of the most uplifting moments. I started my mornings with quiet moments of calm, and it's like a breath of fresh air resetting my intentions. I've noticed that as I add a bit of discipline to my creative process, my art takes on a life of its own. Finishing a canvas is no longer the enemy of my creativity, but a canvas itself revealing my journey. And these small rituals of gratitude are slowly transforming how I see myself. I'm learning that each small act is a victory, even if it doesn't come with fanfare. It's empowering to see that our transformations don't have to be dramatic leaps. Sometimes, the most significant changes come from embracing the small, consistent practices that honor who we are and who we can become. Let's make this a point to support one another continuously. Every conversation, every shared small victory matters. Today, we celebrate our courage to change, no matter how small the step may seem. As we wrap up our discussion today, let's look ahead. Our dialogue isn't ending here. I see this as just another beginning, not a closing chapter. I feel that every finished piece of art I create now carries a bit of hope and discipline, a narrative that says, I can complete what I start. The fear of an unfinished dream is slowly becoming the excitement of a truly begun journey. I'm learning that performance isn't solely measured in grand gestures, but often in the quiet moments where I choose to be kind to myself. My gratitude letters remind me that every day provides a fresh chance to heal and grow. And I see each jog, however short, as a victory. Rebuilding my strength isn't about racing against time, but about cherishing each step that I take. Each run is a renewed claim on my future. Together, we continue this journey. Our honest exchanges, small wins, and mutual support are building a path where every one of us is gradually transforming. I look forward to the next step in our conversation, a chance to celebrate every bit of progress along the way. I'm excited to keep pushing myself, not just as an artist, but as a person ready for the challenge of embracing routine and discipline. I'll keep writing, nurturing the quiet strength within, understanding that every act of self-kindness is a building block of a better me. I'm committed to this journey. Each step, each breath is a statement of hope that I can rebuild more than my past. I can rebuild my entire life. So here's to our new beginnings, a future full of honest dialogue, small but significant actions, and a collective promise to nurture our growth. Let's keep this conversation alive, supporting each other at every turn and proving that while our paths may be different, our destination is shared. I'm ready to see where discipline takes my creativity next. I'm ready to embrace every gentle moment of self-care that comes my way. And I'm ready to keep pushing forward, knowing that every simple act is a powerful step toward healing. To the honest exchange of this moment and the brave journey ahead. Let's continue to create, heal, and transform, one word, one step, one heartbeat at a time.